Turbo Concrete Mega Eagle. So I've been cutting up my container workshop. Check previous videos and later videos if you're watching this in a few months time, I don't know, to see my progress on that if you're not familiar with it. It's just going to be a woodworking shop and a storeroom, but I'm putting a door in the middle. Anyway, so I've been cutting some holes, some big doorways in my container, and I noticed something. There's a bit of bloom coming off the sparks when I've been cutting this with an angle grinder, so I'm sure some of you are already familiar, some of you may not be, but when you cut mild steel you just get straight sparks. When you cut carbon steel you generally get a spark, and at the end of that spark it blooms is the word people call it, almost like a firework going off. It's the carbon in there burning off in the air, I think. I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong. So I'll show you what I mean. Let's do a little bit of science. Okay, I've got 3 bits of metal here. It's a bit of mild steel, the container, and a bit of Volvo leaf spring, nice bit of chunky leaf spring. This has some of the best bloom I've ever seen. It is very tough steel. I have real trouble annealing this. In actual fact I haven't managed it yet, but I will do. I'll show you the mild steel and the leaf spring just so you can see the difference. See that? How it blooms? I'll do a bit of container and the mild steel again. I'll go mild steel first and then the container and then show them twice. So there's definitely not the sort of carbon content in the bit of container as there is in the leaf spring, yeah. But I'm pretty certain there's a bit more in the container than there is in the regular mild steel. Yeah. Well, what does this mean? I don't know. This means we have to do another science and see if it will harden up, right? Just out of curiosity, and then if it does harden up, we'll have to do something fun with it, won't we? So I've got 2 little samples. I don't know, they didn't cut particularly well, but that does not matter. I'm going to get these bright red and then dunk them. 1 sample's going in the water there. I know it looks like milk, but it's just because I've been throwing bits of metal in there that have cutting fluid on them, so some of the cutting fluid's gone off in there and it's white as a result. And then another sample will go in the oil in the quench pot there, and then we'll try and bend them and see what happens. If they harden up nicely, then they won't bend, they'll shatter. Yeah. If there's no hope in them hardening, then they'll just bend. They'll just act like mild steel. You know, their state won't really change much. Let's see what happens. Okay, so you have a oil hardened sample and a water hardened sample. Let's try and break them, and we'll see how they react. Okay, we'll try the water. Absolutely no. The result says no. There might have been a little bit of carbon in there, but very little indeed. Not enough to make this steel harden up at all in a water quench. Okay, well that has satisfied my curiosity. I hope this has at least been informative enough to explain that no, you cannot make a knife from a shipping container. Okay, thank you very much. See you later, folks. Bye. The only problem is now I feel like making a knife. I feel like I've been cheated, so I'm going to have to make one. Which is a little bit annoying because I have lots of things I need to be doing in the container, but hey, such is life.